I have 8 simple questions to know if this guy is right for you. Please don't mind my dead plants. I can't keep them alive. The first question and the main question that everyone likes to fixate on is they're nippy. Are you okay with an animal that may or may not bite you? By may or may not, it will more than likely bite you. The odds are like really, really good, especially depending on how often you plan on handling them. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's like really good odds that they might bite you, and it's just the way they are. They're just known for being nippy little guys. Question number 2. Are you okay with these guys being just like a display animal? A guy that you just come in, look at, don't handle very often? Because if you're okay with that, these guys really do make great display animals. He's obviously hiding behind a bush, and he's not making a great display animal currently, but that's okay. He found a spot, and he's happy with it. It's behind this plant that's still alive. Question number 3. Are you good at dealing with humidity? Because if you are, that shouldn't be a problem here. That's one of the things that you have to get figured out with these guys. When I first got them, that was one of my biggest struggles, but I have that figured out pretty well now. Question 4. It's going to sound like kind of a weird question, but do you want an animal that's not picky eater when it comes to eating? Because these guys are amazing eaters. It's pretty rare for these guys to refuse their food. They eat about 90% of the time. Sometimes they won't eat if they're in shed, which, I mean, they're going through something. Got to give them a minute to go through it. And then after they shed, they're back on food like there was no tomorrow. Question number 5. Are you okay with their main color being green? Because these guys don't come in a lot of different colors, right? This one, obviously, he has white and he has some blue on him. But their main color will be green. Like, there are some out there that aren't green, but you're going to be paying a lot more for them. You're just the prettiest Ariel, aren't you? Question number 6. Are you okay with a fragile animal? Especially babies. I recommend starting off with a baby because they're easier to work with. They might be a little bit more nippy, but I recommend a baby. But they are a lot more delicate. If you're okay with them being delicate, these guys really aren't that hard to work with. It just takes a minute to figure them out. Once you have them figured out, they're really not that bad. He's a little mad at me because I've been saying hi to him, but he's all bark and no bite because I've had him for almost 2 years. As you can tell, you can mellow them out. Yeah. Question number 7. Are you okay with their enclosures, right? They need something kind of tall. They want to climb, right? Some people recommend 2 feet by 2 feet. This is 2 feet by 2 feet. But personally, I want to go taller so they can have more height to it, right? I personally like watching them go up and down. When I come in the middle of the night, they're all over the place and they just seem so content, right? They like to climb. It is what it is. A lot of people also recommend 3 feet by 2 feet, right? So there's different sizes. They need some height in their enclosures to be able to work with. And question number 8. Are you okay with a project? Because these guys, they require time. They require effort. It's not like you just walk in and you say hi, right? Once you figure them out, it's pretty simple. But in the very beginning, it might take you a second to figure it out, right? And they're not just the friendliest little things. It takes a little while to get to be a lot more friendly. Like her, she's a right? I think she's wild caught, so she just has that anger in her, and it's cute. And then him, he's just angry little noodle. I've had him since he was a young little grasshopper when he was solid white. Stunning, beautiful snake, by the way, when he was a baby. And he's came a long way. If you work with them enough, you can mellow them out, right? I worked with him a lot. He didn't bite me for 5 months. I stopped working with him. He started biting me again, right? If you just stay and work with them, they can be handleable pets. And if those 8 things don't bother you, then what's stopping you from getting one, right? They might be a little pricey. Yeah, I know, you're a little jumpy, but other than that, there really aren't bad pets. I love them. I like them a lot more than ball pythons. No offense to my ball pythons that are listening right now, but I just love the way green tree pythons are, right? I bought Homie over there to the right. He was my first snake I bought, right? Well, not my first snake, but when I got back into the snake hobby, he was my first one. That was unnecessary. But yeah, they're a little nippy, right? Like I said, there's a chance they might bite you. She's an example. She's grumpy. She might be wild caught, so she's angry. I don't know. I got her off some divorced couple, so hi. Maybe she's just upset because mom and dad split. I don't know.